In their Birmingham control room, Highways Agency staff are watching two women who are walking on the central reservation, just feet from speeding cars and lorries.
That's all received, thank you.
A Highways Agency patrol unit is on its way. But as they approach, both women run into the fast lane. One directly into the path of a car. This is turning into a serious incident, and the motorway cops are being called in to help.
3-3, go ahead.
On the HA, the driver of the vehicle on the southbound has been told to remain in situ. I'm trying to get some further information from them. And they also have another vehicle en route to assist them.
Racing to the scene are PC's Cope and Finlayson.
Yeah, that's fine then, thanks a bit.
But the details of the accident are sketchy.
Did you say one of them ran from the highways officers and that's how the collisions occurred?
The initial call came through to us as two females in the central reservation of the motorway. One of those females had been hit by a car in lane 3. So obviously our response was with the blues and twos. Lane 3 is obviously the fastest lane of the motorway. Anyone being hit, you're expecting serious injury, if not life-threatening.
PC Finlayson tries to piece together the events so far.
So they were trying to get back across the carriageway and they've been struck, is that right?
Well, they were walking up lane 3 as far as I'm aware. It is on CCTV recording.
That's received.
The Highways Agency have closed the northbound carriageway.
Mike Alpha Oscar Tango 33 TAM.
As the cops arrive, the situation appears calm. Incredibly, the two women seem to be uninjured.
We've managed to stop pretty quick.
Yeah, they have, yeah.
The highways officer came over to speak to us and he started to inform us what had actually gone on, where these women had actually come from.
Right.
What we've got is they were in the central res.
Why? Do we know?
Exactly.
Oh, they speak English?
One speaks English, yeah. The one in the red,
Yeah.
we had a block coming up
Right.
because we knew they were on camera.
A full closure?
It's on camera. Full closure northbound.
Yeah.
They were trying to cross the Bravo, so as we approached, they hadn't seen us, mother. The red one's got knocked down by the red car over there. I've got an ambulance en route for her.
Right.
She seems all right, but I'm not a doctor. She has been knocked down.
Is
by
she
a
the one
car.
that speaks English or the other one?
Yes.
Right.
The other one, she's going to run it.
Oh no! Mike Alpha, we need ambulance, senior officers to the scene. We've got two possible fatals.
As she ran out, he tried to grab her instinctively. Luckily for him, her jacket came off, or else he'd potentially have been in the carriageway as well. She was obviously struck by the HGV. Once the first girl had run out, the second one, for some reason, also decided she was going to run out into the traffic as well. I turned at that point to start running and try and warn vehicles behind. The last thing we wanted was vehicles further back in the backlog braking, swerving onto the hard shoulder and hitting us.
Can you look after her for me?
We'll get up there ASAP.
The initial shock was just phenomenal. You can't believe that two people have just done that in front of you.
It's okay, no, stay where you are, stay.
It's now a major incident, and we need backup, and we need backup to us quick.
Oscar Tango 33 on arrival. Both females have ran out into the carriageway. First female has been hit by HGV in lane 2, serious injury. Second female has been hit by a small vehicle in lane 1. It's got two serious casualties. We're going to need air ambs over. We're police, my love, we're here to help. It's okay, it's all right. You ever seen that before? Yeah, mate. What the hell were they running for? Come on, they're on something. It's okay. It's okay. No, stay still for me. Stay still. Right, she's got a compound fracture. What is it, right leg?
You can't be trained to witness and take on board something like that. You can be trained to then start dealing with it, but the actual shock is for a civilian, a police officer, is exactly the same. You can't believe what you've just seen.
You stay still for me. Keep your head still. Keep your head. She's very delirious. Was she like this when you were dealing with her? No, stay still. Stay still, stay still.
PC Finlayson's priority is to keep her safe until the medical teams arrive.
She is very badly injured, but her demeanour became very quickly extremely aggressive.
Calm down. Calm down.
Fucking asshole.
Calm down. Mine's very aggressive, spitting at me. She is very badly injured. I don't know what's going on. Calm down.
She then started to spit at me, to claw, and literally to try and fight me, which is a bizarre situation because you've got a girl here with crushed legs who is actively trying to fight you.
No, come on, my love, come on, you've hit your head. Calm down. We are the police. We are the police. Calm down. Yeah, and the doctor's en route. It's okay, calm down. She appears very disorientated.
An ambulance has now arrived.
The other lady there, this lady had already been hit once. What was her condition when you spoke to her earlier? She was walking wounded.
I just wanted her checked over.
Yeah.
But I suspected they were both going to do a runner. I don't know why.
That's because of
As
the
soon as the
Tango
police
33.
arrived, I was talking to the police, they decided to run across the motorway.
Or whether if she's on something, but she's not with it at all. Ambulance is here, they're helping you, okay? She's behind, we are helping her.
What hospital do you belong to?
I'm police, we're police. We're police.
To sustain those injuries and to be like that, I was convinced that there must have been some sort of drug or substance element to it.
Paramedics have told the cops that the woman who was run over by the lorry is in a critical condition.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
But the one hit by the car is showing signs of recovery.
Have they got a collar or something they can stick on her?
Won't work really, she needs everything.
Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Right, don't get going anywhere, okay? Just chill, okay?
Try to relax, just lie down again.
She's unconscious initially. I mean, you can see the damage to the vehicle, the windscreen and the roof as well. The majority of people don't survive collisions when they've had an impact like that.
I'm trying to make sure you're okay. Right. Where's Paul? Oh, shit. Where's Paul?
It was unbelievable when she started to come round and just decided that she was perfectly okay.
Where's Paul? Stay.
Oh, why do you film me?
Stay still.
Why do you film me?
Oscar Tango 33.
Fucking hell!
No! No!
Her strength was absolutely phenomenal. The only time I've dealt with people with similar strength are those people that have been on drugs or under the influence of alcohol.
Stay! Stay there! Calm down, calm down, calm down! Calm down! Come here. Calm down, calm down! Calm down!
Yeah, pedestrian on
Calm
safe
down.
boat.
She's looking to fight, she's in a fighting stance. I'm now confronted with a seriously deranged woman.
Relax. Calm down. They're high on
Chill.
something. Calm down. We're police. Police, look. Police.
I suspect that
Police.
she's on behalf of the
Yeah? Police. Grab her.
I was joined by a member of the public who happened to be a retired police officer who offered his assistance, which was gratefully accepted. We thought we'd be able to restrain her with three of us, but the strength was just phenomenal.
You all right?
Yeah, got.
The first police patrols at this point started to turn up. As we tried to get her over the central reservation, she went wild again.
Handcuff.
Some people were very close to being kicked full force in the face.
Right, we get her down. Get her down, we get handcuffed from behind, it's not this. Down. On the face.
Down.
Turn her on the face now.
Over. That way towards you.
Watch it, Trace, watch it.
It took six of us in total to restrain her.
We are the police.
We are the
No, let go.
Let me stand, Robert. Why do you do this? Why do you do it? Why? Why?
I'll get that.
Roll her forwards.
Go on.
Over.
Roll her over.
Fuck you guys! Fuck you! Fuck off!
She's had a serious impact with the vehicle, to a point of us actually getting her resuscitated out at one point because she was unconscious and we thought she may stop breathing. And she's gone from that to the sheer strength and the unpredictability. We believed it may have been connected to a head injury, which is why we didn't go hands-on with equipment and using batons and stuff, which we could have done. We were quite aware of the fact we may cause her further injuries.
You're going to carry her to me off? Yep.
She got up off the floor, tried to grab a restrainer, tried to use his car. She turned around, twatted me, I slipped.
Are we going to stand her up rather than put her down?
Yeah, just cross, sure. Oh, all right, it's not a problem.
On the side.
Yeah, not on standing up. Right. Keep her on the side. Keep her on the side because of the chest.
Do we know if there's any injuries? She's got head injuries. Okay.
But we need to get
Right, just calm down. We're here to help you.
You okay?
We're going to try and help you, okay? Just calm down, okay?
She'd been hit twice, so...
Now the woman is safely restrained, PC Finlayson updates his senior officer.
This one has then gone over the bonnet of that car. She's then got up punch trace and ran across there.
This one?
Yeah.
Is she under arrest at the moment?
Well, 136 if she is.
Well, she needs to be, for if nothing else, for going on the carriageway and for her own safety.
These women obviously committed an offence by being pedestrians on the motorway. She'd also assaulted Tracy, and she needed arresting for that criminal offence, assaulting the police officer and obviously being on the motorway.
Yeah, I got about the first one. What was the second one? What was about the second one? What's injuries on that?
Yeah, she's also fighting ambulance crews, having to be restrained. She appears to have a compound fracture to her leg. They were both hit at a good speed, yet they're still extremely aggressive, whatever they are on over. At the moment, both are being treated as life-threatening injuries.
Time is now running out for the woman who was hit by the lorry. With the motorway closed, the fastest way to hospital is by air. But there's a problem.
They're looking for somewhere to land. We need to land them somewhere.
The cops need to find a safe place for the air ambulance to land. PC Finlayson arranges for the less seriously injured woman to be taken to hospital by road with a police escort.
Yeah, can one of you follow in the car?
To be fair, it's going to need two officers.
No, fair enough.
She's incredibly violent.
Okay.
She's now calmed down with a little help from the medics.
The doctors have given her something to sedate her because she's too violent to be treated at the moment.
Good radials both sides? Yeah. One hand.
The doctors at the scene weren't happy to transport them the way they were without leaving the restraints on.
She's going to be strapped to the door. Anyway.
All right then.
I'd cuff her without a doubt.
All right.
I wouldn't give it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd cuff her, yeah.
Come on!
The commotion has had a huge knock-on effect. Both sides of the motorway are closed, and motorists are trying to see and film what's going on.
So if I catch you taking a photograph, I'll seize the camera off you, okay?
It's not something we want the public to be doing. It often inhibits our dealing with an incident because people encroach on us working.
Can you go back to your vehicles, please, so that when you get moving, you can get gone?
Now the air ambulance can land safely.
The air ambulance is landing on the northbound, heading to the receive.
Once they've got her in the ambulance, and they'll have a look anyhow, won't they?
You try to get staff to get someone to get out there, is that correct?
That one's going to be the worst one. The problem is because they're so high, it's masking any injuries that they've got, they think, at the moment.
As the injured women are taken away, the collision investigation team gets to work, leaving even the cops stunned by what has happened.
It's always a bit of a shock when it happens in front of you and you actually witness it. When you go to something, you know what you're going to, so you're partially prepared. When it happens in front of you, we're as shaken and shocked as anybody else because it's the spontaneity of it. And obviously you can see two pairs of hands trying to deal with two. It's just, you just can't do it. You rely on members of the public and obviously off-duty police officers and van drivers giving you a chuck. So
You just couldn't comprehend what had gone on and why. There was no logical reason for what had happened.
With the cops still baffled by what they've seen, the critically injured woman is rushed to hospital. On the ground, the motorway will stay closed while the police investigate the accident. Further south on the M6, at Stafford Services, PC's Jan Sheargold and Billy Cotton are on the alert. They've had a report of even more people walking on the motorway.
Passing motorist had seen two pedestrians who looked foreign walking along the hard shoulder.
Up ahead, PC Cotton spots the two men.
Don't let them sneak through while I was being pointed.
From the moment that I first saw them, I assumed that they'd come from the back of a lorry. I could tell from their appearance that they were perhaps not British, not what you expect from the average British motorist broken down.
I've been on the motorway for 26 years, but recently, probably within the last 10 years, the instances of where you'd be coming across people walking on the motorway who can't speak English are rising.
And we've sighted two foreign-looking people who appear to be new entries to the country. Marhaba!
Hello. Marhaba is Kurdish for hello.
Sorry?
He makes it a point of whenever we meet them to actually say marhaba to them. So, and then obviously he's instantly got some sort of contact with them and they seem to want to talk to him.
No bus this year, parking. Bus, no. I go this year.
PC Cotton's Kurdish is limited to hello. He needs some help.
We'll get interpreter. We'll find interpreter. Have a sit. You stay there. Have a seat. We're just going to get interpreter on mobile phone. Stay there.
Billy is able to connect with most people and they always say thank you to him for being so nice and nothing to me because I'm the bad guy.
What language?
Language?
Yes, Farsi?
Yes, Iranian.
It turns out the men aren't Kurdish. They're from Iran.
Hello, my name's Bill Cotton from Central Motorway Police Group. I'm a police officer on patrol on the M6 motorway in the Midlands, and we've happened to cross two pedestrians on the motorway.
Hello. سلام مرسی خیلی ممنون متشکرم.
We established that they'd left their home country and travelled via Turkey to the United Kingdom in the back of a lorry.
Thank you. Hello again. They'd only been in the country for a matter of 3 or 4 hours. They were obviously still trying to find their bearings and head towards London.
Okay, I need to know the name of his friend he's with. If I bring that friend to the telephone, if you could ask him his name and his date of birth, please.
There are now so many illegal immigrants picked up on the motorways that the cops adopt a hands-off approach.
In years gone by, all illegal immigrants would have been arrested and taken to the police station and then dealt with by the immigration department. But because the numbers became so great, procedures have changed. Nowadays they're served with a notice instructing them how to get to the nearest Home Office department to register their arrival.
09
Okay.
1992.
We may need to call you back in the near future.
He's 16. We've got to take him in.
Oh, just stand by a minute on that.
Can you confirm that that's 92?
Yeah, 16.
We've got to take him in then, haven't we? 16.
But the younger man's date of birth makes him 16.
I was quite shocked when Billy said he's only 16 because to me he's got quite a growth of stubble and didn't appear to me to be of such a youthful age.
Unless the cops can prove he's over 16, they'll have to take him to be seen by social services.
We've come across two pedestrians who state they're from Iran.
I'm looking for a notification from the Home Office in Farsi.
The bureaucracy involved in dealing with the immigrants will take time and patience.
I think the problem with the immigration department is before they send them back to where they come from, they need some proof of identification, and the country accepting them back will need that proof, identity documents or a passport, preferably a passport. But very few of them bring any such documents, knowing that if they did have them, they'd be turned around straight away and sent back home. And they obviously don't want to go back home because of England's green and pleasant land.
But PC Sheargold knows that these men are not the real criminals.
The traffickers are really the ones that the police need to catch. They're just out for as much as they can get. They basically abuse them, and they don't feed them, they don't give them water. There are very few basic sanitation and stuff like that, and they're just dumped in the middle of nowhere. They're not even at where they said they were going to drop them off.
Further north at the scene of the accident, the Highways Agency is opening the southbound carriageway.
We need to get those coaches moving as quickly as possible.
But the northbound lane remains closed, while the motorway cops try to find out the identities of the women who ran into the road.
We've got multiple mobiles.
We've got a passport for one, but we've got no ID for the other. We've got no addresses either. So that's what we're looking for now, try and ascertain that.
We found they were Swedish nationals, and identity documents amongst their possessions showed that they were twin sisters.
But with one mystery solved, a much bigger one remains.
After dealing with something like that, you're thinking, why? Why have they ran? You're wondering whether they've run from you. You can't determine what their reason for running out into the traffic was. All you know is you've got to deal with it.
With the tailback building up, the cops have a new problem. Motorists are trying to jump the queue.
There's the Cavalier down there, and he's been creeping up and creeping through all the traffic. There's going to be absolute mayhem if he comes any further down. One of the other drivers has just reported him.
What red Cavalier?
To close the motorway is a very serious thing to do. It's not, the decision's not taken lightly, but on occasions it has to be done. Unfortunately, people don't realise the incident that we're dealing with, and it does create a lot of hostility.
What I'm saying to you is, I've had a report that you've been pushing with vehicles, and there's been some argy-bargy. I don't know what, you've got to bear with me.
The motorway has been closed for an hour and a half, causing delays for everyone.
Possibly about 10,000 people in about 10 to 15 miles of tailback at the moment.
Including a coach of football supporters.
We've got football fans stuck in the traffic who at the moment are being very patient, but we want to get them on their way.
25 minutes to kick off, and our team will not have any supporters there. Wickham aren't going to win without us.
While they wait, other motorists are still astounded at what they've seen.
I was very shocked. I thought, why on earth? First of all, what on earth is this woman doing here on the motorway, running about like this?
And the driver of the lorry that hit the woman is still in a state of shock, but there was little he could have done.
She just run out in front of us.
Those in the queue have other concerns, like getting to the match on time.
Where we're playing at 6 o'clock this evening.
We've tried to ring up to try and get the match delayed for you.
I know
we're sending you through now.
Right.
Okay, we're literally putting on a block of cones now.
Right.
We're going to send you through slowly. Okay. We are conscious of it.
Bless you for that.
No, no problem at all.
What's happened, and we're all very patient.
The good news is that the cops have opened up one lane. Highways Agency officers are clearing the backlog of traffic.
Try and get people away as quick as possible. Yep, we're clear.
PC's Cope and Finlayson are also on their way. It's been an exhausting and stressful shift.
Quite fancy a beer tonight.
You're faced with sometimes horrific scenes, but with the adrenaline kicking in, you know what you have to do, and it tends to override all that. Afterwards, when the adrenaline goes, that's when things start sinking in. What you've seen, the views, the circumstances.
To be fair, the boss has just said that if we do have any issues or whatever, then there is support, you know, for dealing with something like that. You can go and speak to some, but I'll be honest with you, we don't tend to take it because we tend to see some horrible things on here, but you tend to deal with it within your own sort of unit and your own mates and talk about it.
If you went back and reflected too much and dwelled too much, then you end up good for nothing, don't you? So, you know, we have our banter and that's it. Tomorrow's another day, isn't it?
You don't dwell on it, because if we dwelled on everything that we saw on the motorway, then we'd probably go doolally quite quickly.
At Stafford Police Station, the 2 illegal immigrants from Iran found on the hard shoulder are still being dealt with by PC's Cotton and Sheargold.
When they come into the country, they are just standing there in the clothes that they have left home in, and so they can have up to 3 or 4 layers on. And obviously after a few weeks in the back of a lorry, they don't smell very sweet either.
The motorway cops are finding out what they need to do with the Iranians, one of whom they've been told is just 16.
I've just spoken to the immigration in Manchester, and basically they're saying that if it is our force policy not to arrest illegal immigrants when we find them on the side of the motorway, then obviously just give him the notice to go to Croydon or Liverpool. And in respect of the gentleman who's given a date of birth of being 16, then we are to contact the local social services for them to bring out an age assessment team, and only at that point will immigration be interested in him, because he'll go into the care of the social services.
I've done a lot of youth work in my day, and I can safely say this young man is over 16.
PC Cotton's belief about the man's age turns out to be correct.
No, old.
82, okay.
No, this no right. This no right. This no right.
No right. Yeah.
This no right. This right. Okay.
Yeah.
This okay. This
Okay,
no.
so he is 26.
Yeah, please.
It was a genuine mistake. I gave him Billy's pad, and he actually wrote on there, and where the incorrect figure was, he actually changed it. The interpreter has written his details down incorrectly. He's born in 1982. So we cancelled the assessment team and then told them that they were free to leave. The notice that we've served on them, they must go to either Croydon or Liverpool and report to the immigration centre and register at the first available opportunity that they are illegally in our country, and they will then sort them out with whatever is required. These 2 guys were very happy that they weren't being thrown in prison, and that Billy showed them where the bus stop was. They'd only got €2, but they were happy.
Good luck. Thank you.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you.
Be good.
Bye.
Bye.
They're determined to go to London. They've obviously got a contact in London.
The 2 men are free to continue their journey.
We never know how many people are in this country, because I've got no way of knowing whether those 2 gentlemen ever made it to Croydon or Liverpool.
"20 miles south of Stafford, motorway cop PC Richard Elliott is also checking identities of vehicles using the M6. His car is fitted with automatic number plate recognition, ANPR for short.
ANPR for us is a brilliant tool. It helps us focus our attention to particular vehicles that might otherwise not give us any reason to think there was anything wrong with them.
It's the van and its driver ahead of him that's of interest.
Some suggestion that the driver might not have any documents and may give false details. What I'll do is I'll give it a stop check and see who's driving, if they've got any ID with them. The intelligence from another area to suggest that the driver may also uninsured and unlicensed to drive that vehicle.
PC Elliott is convinced that there is more to this than meets the eye.
You tend to find people who break some laws, break other ones, which is why we frequently pick up quite serious offences or offenders from minor traffic offences.
I've stopped you because it set off my in-car number plate reader. Yeah. All right. Do you have your driver's licence with you? No. Have you got any form of identification with you? No. Nothing at all? Yeah. Credit card, nothing? OK, if you come back with me, I need to get a few details off you, all right. What have you got in your back pockets, mate?
When I get them out of the car, I'm not checking out their rear. I'm looking at your wallet. And I could see he had something in his back pocket. I've been told a number of times before I've got no form of identification when they've got it on their person all along.
And that's just cash, is it? Yeah. Yeah, you got money everywhere, you have. Right, come and have a seat for me in the back.
He was a delivery driver, so you would think somebody like that to have something. But because I'd already been told that he may give false details, I was perhaps a bit more suspicious than I might otherwise be.
Do you carry no paperwork for your business, or...?
No.
I did get the sense that something wasn't right. He wasn't comfortable.
If you come with me now to the police station, I can check your driving licence, and it'll come up with your photograph on it. So then I can confirm who you are and get you on your way, all right. So if you jump back in your van and just follow me round to the police station. It's only just here, just round the corner. All right. I was very close to the police post we work out of. Within that post, I had access to the driver licence database, which, if you've got a photo card licence, will show up a photograph. So that's where I took him. Took him into the police station, effectively, just to verify his identity. I'll access the driver licences system. Okay. Have you changed your appearance since you photographed for your driver's licence?
This is the moment of truth.
Well, that's not you, is it?
It's my friend.
That's your friend. So you've given me false details?
Sorry.
He just basically accepted his fate at that point. And said no, and hung his head in shame. Right, okay, I'm going to tell you now that you're under arrest, okay? That you don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you don't mention, when questioned, something you later rely on in court, and that anything you do say may be given evidence. Do you understand? Have you not got a driver's licence or something? No driver's licence? Okay, is that all? Right, okay.
But PC Elliott still has no idea who he is and why he's using a fake identity.
I've got no option really but to take him somewhere to establish that identity. So we'll go to the police station. I'll get your fingerprints done on the live scan machine. Just confirm, see if you are who you say you are, and then we'll sort you out from there. You have a seat.
The man will be taken into custody until PC Elliott finds out some answers. 40 miles south on the M5, two other motorway cops, PC's Adam Toll and Dan Griffiths, are also checking out cars and drivers. They've got automatic number plate recognition too, but sometimes their sixth sense works best.
Dan spotted a Renault Megane. Sometimes you get a feeling about cars, you get a bit of a sixth sense. And we both thought that it may just ping the ANPR in our car.
It's got to ping. Yeah, and it's pinged.
Went past it, lo and behold, it did actually activate the ANPR. It just confirms your suspicions, really. It just basically makes you realise you are actually stopping the right kind of cars, you are looking at the right sorts of things.
The M5 South 4 to 48. No insurance, Dad. Forged Czech Republic licence. Does your driver.
The ANPR database is intelligence. Intelligence in relation to whether somebody is wanted for a specific offence, whether they're disqualified, whether the vehicle may actually be stolen, whether it's got any insurance, even down to things such as whether it's got a registered keeper or tax.
The removed report going back to April for no insurance, however it currently shows insurance held on the vehicle. There's also current MOT.
The initial intelligence or the information that we got from the ANPR database was it actually been seized for no insurance, no driving licence. So it was interesting to find out exactly how it managed to get back onto the road.
Yeah, it will be a stop. On the ANPR, the West Mercia Intel suggested he may have a forged Czech driving licence received.
Further information from the database stated that the driver at the time of the initial stop actually had a forged or fake driving licence from the Czech Republic.
It is now showing insurance, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the person driving is the insured. Let's have a quick chat.
There's no escape from the ANPR. I mean, if you've been involved in some kind of crime or you've got no documents, there's 9 out of 10 chance that you're going to be on the ANPR, the Police National Computer, which is linked with the ANPR, and we're going to know about it.
Hi folks. All right, your vehicle, is it, my friend? Your car? Speak English?
The driver confirmed he was from the Czech Republic.
Does he have driving licence and insurance documents with him?
Language barrier is always a problem. I find it more difficult to deal with foreign nationals, mainly to try and get them to understand. Things can get lost in translation. It's quite a frightening thought that there are people coming from another country, driving on UK roads, and they've got no knowledge of the highway code.
But PC Griffiths has spotted a more immediate problem.
I just looked at the tyre, and just looking at it I could tell that it was a bit dodgy, or defective, shall we say.
Before he deals with it, he wants to check the driver has a valid licence.
Where's your moustache?
The driving licence actually presented by the driver at this time was an old-fashioned Czech Republic driving licence, shall we say, and it's seen better days. We were basically unable to prove that it was forged. I was quite happy that it was a genuine driving licence.
Just check the tyres because they seem a bit low.
Yeah, have you got the telephone number for the insurance bureau?
Dan's got a nose when it comes to tyres. He likes to go and check over the tyres, make sure that the tyres are legal on a car.
PC Griffiths' persistence pays off.
The tyre was smooth to the touch, devoid of any tread around the sidewall, and there was a huge lump or bulge coming from the tyre. It was actually liable to blow out at any second. The motorway speed limit is 70 miles per hour. A blowout at that sort of speed, he's going to be unable to control, and we're looking at quite a serious accident.
Yeah, it's got a bulge in the tyre. It's very unsafe, very dangerous. Okay.
People might think I'm being a bit obsessive or pedantic, but at the end of the day, me stopping that car may actually save his life, because he could have gone down the motorway. An hour later, that tyre could have blown out.
Just using this gauge here, calibrated tread depth gauge, we're able to actually measure what the tread is on the tyre. It says the inner part of the tyre he's got 3 mil, but on the edge of his tyre, here, he's hardly got any tread at all.
Usually it's a £60 fine, but not this time.
If you get a defective tyre on your car with a driving licence from this country, you get 3 points and a £60 fine. He hasn't got that, so we have to send him to court.
What I need to do is to get as many details as I can off the tyre, so when I put him before the court, the magistrates know the condition of the tyre. It's not going to be it's quite difficult to do, because you can hardly read anything on the side of the tyre. It doesn't even, the make of the tyre and the model, it's gone. There's nothing there.
PC Toll has found some irregularities with the driver's documents.
Just trying to take some details of the tyre.
I'm just going to check this, mate, because it says he holds a full UK driving licence for more than 8 years.
Oh, yeah.
And he's got no licence at all.
I couldn't believe that he'd give me an insurance certificate stating he'd got 8 years, no claims, and held a UK full and current driving licence. And I knew full well that he hadn't got a UK driving licence, because I'd already made inquiries with the DVLA. He's lied to the insurance company, and he's got away with it.
PC Toll here from the Central Motorway Police Group. I've got the policy holder with me at the moment.
I felt it was necessary to contact the insurance company and get their views on what he'd actually done and what they felt was necessary to do on this occasion.
He's produced his insurance certificate to me, stating on the insurance policy that he's a full UK driver's licence holder and held a licence for more than 8 years. I can confirm that he has no UK driving licence, only a Czech one, and I need to know if you will still cover him or his policy will still be valid with that information being faulted to yourselves. If so, I can seize the vehicle today, you see.
Yes, we would honour cover, but I'll obviously amend our records accordingly.
Right, okie dokie.
Yeah, we've got details of the licence, I believe.
But it's not the answer PC Toll was expecting.
I was expecting them to say, no, we won't insure this person, and can you seize the insurance certificate and send it back to us, which would then give us potential to either arrest him on suspicion of fraud and seize his vehicle as well. I was quite shocked when the insurance company turned around and says, because he's got a Czech driving licence and he's part of the EU, we will still insure him, but his premiums will be a lot higher than what they are now.
So technically, he's lied to the insurance company, so that is an offence.
We can't arrest this person for fraud because we've got no complainant, i.e. the insurance company. So we've got to let him on his way. He's insured.
But the driver will be charged with the defective tyre.
I think I better just get someone from Language Line to explain he's going to be reported and cautioned.
Come on.
You want to see the tyre, it's shocking.
It's taking up a lot more police time. Sometimes half an hour to an hour for something very simple as an illegal tyre.
I had a flat tyre, so I had to change it. It's just a reserved one.
Could you just explain to him that that tyre is unsuitable as a spare tyre? What he needs to do now, ideally at the next junction, he needs to come off and he needs to go and find a local tyre garage to get his tyre changed.
We're not there just to give tickets out. What we're there for is to educate the public about road safety. One of our main priorities is to reduce people that are killed or seriously injured.
You know those back. Send him on his way. I'll get his friend who speaks English just to tell him how to exit the motorway.
Yeah, mate. You got a licence, don't you?
Yeah.
A bald tyre or a bulge in a tyre isn't the crime of the century, but it's a difference between life and death. And that may be one person that we've educated and maybe one life that we've saved.
In Stafford Custody Suite, PC Richard Elliott is still trying to find out the true identity of the man who's given him false details.
Yes. Just open it, that's it.
He's relying on the national DNA database to help him out. But the man's details will only be on file if he's been arrested before.
I had half a feeling he might not be in the system. But I also had a feeling that he might be in the system on another database, which is the immigration database. When you came to England, how did you...
1998.
And what immigration status are you?
Visitor.
You're here as a visitor?
Yeah.
On for how long?
Overstay.
Overstay? Yeah. How long did they give you a visa for?
6 months.
6 months? Not doing too bad then. You'll soon be speaking with a Brummie accent, you've been here that long. As motorway police, we seem to come across people quite frequently who are subject to some kind of immigration status problems.
Sorting out these problems takes up a lot of the cop's time.
He says he's been here 10 years. Yeah. We find that some foreign nationals take advantage of the fact that once here, you can find paid work, cash work. Because he's kept his nose clean and no doubt worked hard, he's been able to support himself in the background without disturbing anybody, without being thrown up onto the system. There's no details found for Lakveer Singh as a driver anyway, under any applications. But there wouldn't be because he don't want anybody to know he's here.
It's taken more than 2 hours for all this to come to light. For PC Elliott, it's been worth it.
I don't feel bad that this man has come to our notice now and the notice of people like the Immigration Service.
F1, there you go. All right.
But you have to remember, this man who's lived here for 10 years, getting cash to live by, has paid nothing back to society. He's not paid any income tax, he's paid no national insurance. I think that's probably what a lot of people feel uncomfortable about.
The man's future will now be decided by the immigration authorities. To catch people who don't want to be caught, the motorway cops often adopt undercover tactics. On the M6, PC's Dave Gaunt and Gary Strain are out in an unmarked car.
Some people might think having an unmarked car on the motorway is underhand. We're looking at the dangerous drivers, the ones that are going way too fast. We've all seen it out on the road. You see a police car, you slow down to 70 miles an hour, you tootle past him, and then when he's out of sight, you put the foot down and you're off up the road again. It's all around us, but unfortunately the plain car has to be there to try and catch these ones out that think that they can get away with it when there's nothing in sight.
Some of the new cars, it is easy to
I'm not saying it's correct, it's right, but if you start doing people at 80, 85 miles an hour, everybody's doing that speed, and you're missing the bloke who's doing well over the ton, who is dangerous.
What's that barrister doing that we had?
118.
118. We were doing 90. And we were doing a check on something, and I said to Dan, just quick, get this bloke that's coming
up on the outside.
Right on cue, a speeder in the fast lane.
And this car went straight past us.
Doing 110 now and I'm not catching him.
The cops can check his speed using an in-car device called a Provida.
We've managed to start actually a speed check on the vehicle.
It can measure the exact speed of the car ahead with pinpoint accuracy.
112.85 is his average speed. Speed limit 70 miles an hour. Obviously too fast.
Now the cops have the proof they need to pull him over.
Looking in his mirror, he's got it straight away.
Yeah.
Come on. That sort of speed he was doing potentially is enough to kill him and all the occupants in the car. Might have got your seatbelts on in the back there, looks of it.
Hello there. You know why you've been stopped?
Yeah, I know.
There's another problem.
I immediately smell alcohol. Have you had a drink? You smell of alcohol?
Yesterday.
Okay, well, because you...
Evening time.
Okay, because you smell of intoxicating liquor... No, because you smell of it, I require... Listen, I require you to provide me with a specimen of your breath. I must warn you, if you fail or refuse, you are liable to arrest and prosecution.
Speeding and drinking are just the start of his troubles. PC Gaunt is checking if he has valid driving documents.
Yeah, got that, thank you. Doing checks with the police national computer. The vehicle wasn't taxed, it certainly wasn't insured, and he didn't have a UK driving licence.
Are you Polish?
No.
Where are you from?
Estonian.
Estonia? But you speak English well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's becoming more common now that we stop and speak to foreign nationals, and it's a relief for us when they do speak English.
How long have you been in this country?
Long time.
So you shouldn't be driving. Do you have a licence?
Not really.
What do you mean, not really?
I got a license, but I got a permission only for 1 year driving. But
if you're staying in the country over 12 months, then you must exchange it for a full UK driving licence.
Who's giving you permission to drive for a year then?
1 year?
Yeah.
Law.
Which law is that then?
British law.
On an international driving permit.
All right.
But that's expired, hasn't it?
Offences are totting up, but PC Strain saves the most serious one to last.
Obviously, we're going to conduct a breath test. When was your last drink, did you say?
Yesterday, 7 o'clock, maybe up to 9 maximum.
It was a good drink then.
Sorry?
It was a good drink. So I can smell it still now. So take a deep breath, hold it, and then completely empty your lungs. Go on, go on, go on, go on, go on.
That's it.
Lovely.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh dear. You failed the breath test, which means that you are under arrest on suspicion of excess alcohol. How much did you have to drink yesterday evening? But he'd actually said that he'd had a litre of vodka the previous evening, which astounded me.
I'm not drunk, I can speak normally and I can drive normally, but maybe my breath is not really okay.
Oscar, take me 9-3 for a body and HDL, please.
Drink driving kills nearly 500 people in Britain every year. For the motorway cops, it's one of the most serious offences.
Dicing with death is exactly what this man was doing. It's not too strong to say those words, because not only was it his life, it was his girlfriend's life, his friend's life, and other ordinary members of the public. And this gent's doing well over 100 miles an hour, and well over the drink drive limit.
The cops have found out he's driven from London, more than 100 miles away.
He'd obviously been driving for a good hour and 3/4 to 2 hours at least, so he was probably drunker than he actually was when we stopped it. And certainly if he'd have had an accident, nobody would have been able to claim off him or his insurance company because he wasn't insured.
I don't know how to get from here to home.
His car will be seized and driven off the motorway by another patrol, and he'll be taken to Stafford Police Station for a second breath test.
They're going to the train station, I think. Do you know where it is?
Stafford?
Yeah.
No.
The cops have the technology to point them in the right direction, if they can figure out just how it works.
The car we were in was got a built-in sat-nav, but we'd never really used it.
God, we're not in a rush.
But help is at hand from the drink driver.
Just put HA20JL.
Is that home?
Yeah.
That would be easier.
Unlucky.
Just drop me there.
It was quite ironic that the person who was under arrest was also trying to help us work the sat-nav to get us where we needed to be. So if you do want to know some directions, then ask a policeman.
At North Staffordshire Hospital in Stoke-on-Trent, the woman who ran into the path of a lorry is still in a critical condition. But her twin sister, who was hit by a car, has been given the all-clear just 6 hours after the accident. The bad news is that she's now going to be arrested by PC's Elliott and Bullard for assault and walking on the motorway.
We had a discussion with the two officers at the hospital about her demeanour now, and they said she was fine. She was odd because the traumatic events that had unfolded previously bore no resemblance to her attitude that we encountered with her. She didn't seem to have any recollection of hitting Tracy.
The woman will be detained overnight and questioned about the assault on PC Cope in the morning.
Have you ever tried to harm yourself?
No, sir,
Clearly, this
never
wasn't a good idea, was it? The motorway incident. Put that aside. Have you ever tried to harm yourself?
No, never.
No. This is the bit I have to tell you about. You can speak to an independent solicitor free of charge, in person or on the phone. You can have someone tell you when arrested that you're detained here. And you can look at a book called the Code of Practice that explains your rights.
But she's not giving anything away about why she and her sister ran into the traffic.
How they'd come to be acting in the way they did is and probably still remains a mystery.
It's okay, so I must tell you that you don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence. You don't mention when questioned something you later rely on at court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Okay, do you understand that?
I understand this.
Okay. What they've obviously got no regard for is the thoughts, feelings of anybody else on that motorway at the time. Whoever's hit them, they're never going to forget that. They'll be emotionally traumatised for years, if not forever.
Can you go then, please? Thank you very much. See you later.
While the woman is locked up, 35 miles away in Stafford Police Station, PC's Gaunt and Strain are booking in the speeding drink driver from Estonia.
This gentleman's passed us well in excess of the 70 miles an hour speed limit, and his speed's been recorded at 112.85 miles an hour. He smelt of intoxicating liquor, and he provided me with a positive breath test. He's been arrested on suspicion of excess alcohol.
It looks like the Estonian is not going to play ball.
OK, part of the procedure you're being dealt with here at the police station, Vlad, is you're going to require your fingerprints and your photograph to be taken.
No.
Sorry?
No, I will not give you my fingers.
Why not?
Because...
Right, let me just explain a couple of things to you.
Yeah, because I'm Orthodox.
Yeah, but listen to me.
Yeah, I know.
We are entitled and empowered to take a sample of your fingerprints. All right, these fingerprints may be taken with your consent, or if not, without your consent. And they will be taken from you one way or the other. If you resist the police officers in the taking of these fingerprints, and any person becomes injured, or there is indeed any other interference with our duties here at the police station, then you could be charged with offences of obstructing the police officer or assaulting the police officer. And if you wish to speak to a solicitor and obtain advice in that respect, then that is fine. I shall allow you to do so. I'll let you think about that whilst we take your breath test.
When I can go to home, that's it.
As soon as we've done your breath test, you can go home.
Okay.
And your fingerprints?
And your
Okay, I'll
fingerprint.
give you all fingerprints.
That's good.
People quite often don't tell you the truth about how much they've had to drink. The machine doesn't lie at the end of the day.
Keep going, keep going. Thank you, that's lovely. Okay, that's one.
He's blew 46 micrograms of alcohol and 100 millilitres of breath. That's his lowest reading. And the legal limit's 35. The roadside breath test showed 55 micrograms of alcohol. So in the hour and 15, 20 minutes that it was after the roadside test, he still hasn't come down a lot. So as he said in the back of the car that he'd had a litre of vodka last night, it just shows you that doing 112 miles an hour, overtaking a police car, what a danger he is on the road.
He was disqualified from driving for 12 months, and he was fined £840 for speeding and driving without a licence or insurance. And after sobering up, he saw sense.
You know, I'm young now, but when I will be 40, 50, so if somebody, same like me, trying to driving and break my children, so I'll be not happy, really. So they good. All right, take care.
The Czech man with the dangerous tyre also learnt his lesson. He was stopped by the cops a few days later.
To my surprise, he'd actually changed the front tyre and he had a nice shiny brand new one on there. So he was let on his way with a smile.
The man who used a fake identity and who was found to have overstayed his visa by 10 years was fined a total of £600 for giving false details and for driving without insurance or a licence. The Home Office has refused to say whether he's been deported. The two illegal immigrants from Iran failed to report to immigration officials. And the woman who ran onto the highway was convicted of assault and sentenced to 1 day in prison. Her sister, who ran in front of the lorry, was badly injured, but recovered after 7 weeks in hospital.